Hello, hi, Jumbo. I hope you're well. Welcome to Baraka Reality Media. This is a live broadcast. My name is Sharon, aka Wabaraka, and I promised to come here today to answer some of the questions that you people have been asking me. So if you're there, I'm waiting for you to log in so that we can start this interactive session this afternoon. Again, guys, I just want to say thank you. Oh my goodness, you guys, you have been so supportive. You have supported me in a way that I cannot even begin to explain. So thank you so much because of your overwhelming support. I have literally moved in 2 weeks' time from 1K subscribers. We are on the way to 2K subscribers. Right now, we are 1.8 in just a matter of 2 weeks. So I cannot take that for granted. For a long time, I was not even on 1K. And then since we hit 1K a week ago, we just going and going and going. And I'm really overwhelmed. I don't take that for granted. So a lot of questions have been asked each time I do a live broadcast. Some of you keep asking questions. So come on, people. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you so that we get started and we can answer some of those questions. Call your friends where they are. Tell them we are live and start asking those questions. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to answer those questions. Not to answer the questions. I'm going to give you a few minutes to join in, not to ask. So a few minutes to join in. If you haven't subscribed, this is your opportunity to subscribe. Share the broadcast with your friends and like if you like the content. But I'm waiting for you to join in. So we'll give you some time to join in. All right. Okay, it's time to answer those questions. I have written some of the questions, some of the common questions that people are asking. And just for an introduction, for those who don't know, in this channel, we do nothing else but real life, real issues, and real talks to inspire, inform, and impact. Some of the latest topic that I have been doing is ways of immigrating to the UK. I have been talking about the skilled worker visa route that has currently, or actually still very new in the UK, and ways that you guys can apply to come to the UK on the skilled worker visa. There is also the healthcare workers visa that people that are wanting to come into the UK that are not part of the EU can come and they can join the UK, they can start working. You're going to have a legal framework to work in the UK once you qualify, once you have a job offer. So again, we are going to be answering your questions. If you have any questions, it's time to pop those questions here, and I will be answering your questions today. Again, thank you very much for those of you that has subscribed. Subscribing is free. It's part of you supporting me in doing what I do. So thank you very much. I'm not asking for anything else apart from the support of you subscribing. Right. Thank you. I see you. But Father Buyu says, yeah, wow, that's great. Thank you. Tony Kings, I can see you there. You're very welcome. So let me start by answering some of the questions. One of the questions that keep coming frequently is, what are the jobs for the teachers, or are there any jobs for teachers? And I can confidently say yes, teaching is in the shortage occupation list. If you are there and you're a teacher, whether you're a primary school teacher, whether you're a secondary school teacher or a university teacher, you all fall in the same bracket of teaching, and there is a shortage of teachers in the UK. So you will qualify you will you will meet the threshold of actually a fast track visa just because your occupation is in the shortage occupation list. So if you haven't seen some of the videos that I have done, go back and watch some of those videos and look at how you can apply. Look at how you can make those applications, start applying, secure a job, because the first and the most important thing is to secure a job. Once you secure a job, then you can go and apply in the government website that I have given in my previous videos. Again, if you have not seen those videos, please, please, please go back and watch. I have done quite a number of videos that explain, and you will see that information. All right, so that's for teachers. If you're a teacher, I hope that gives you your answer. And yeah, the question is yes, you can qualify. Other people have asked me, what about if I have O-level education? What I'm going to tell you is the government guidance or guidelines says that the lowest level of education you can have is A-level, not O-level. O-level in the UK is like high school GCSE or high school certificate, and they don't want that. They want somebody who has a diploma. A-level is like a diploma level. And so if you haven't got O-level, A-level, what I'm going to be encouraging you to do is look for courses, find anything that you can do that is within the line that you like doing. Obviously, sometimes, I keep saying you may have to do something that is going to work for you. There are things that you may like doing, but they're not going to take you anywhere. So look at what could benefit you. Go to college. I'm sure there are some short courses that you can do, up to 6 months. Get yourself a certificate, and that is enough for you to then obviously prove your eligibility of the lowest level of education that you have. Skills is something that is counting. And again, that is something else that people have been asking me. What if I am unskilled? There is nothing like being unskilled. If you have experience in a certain area that you work in, you have the skills. If you have been working for a number of years and you have the experience, you can use your skills as part of your eligibility to claim the points. Remember, this skilled worker is based on the points system, okay? 70 points system. And another question that people have been asking is, how do I know that I have met the 70 points? I'm going to send you back to the previous videos that I have done. There's a video that I have explained. The one that talks about coming to the UK post-Brexit explains to you how you achieve the 70 points and how then you need to proceed on from there once you have your 70 points. So yeah, that's the other question. So get yourself those skills. You need to have those skills. You need to, not the skills, but the qualifications. You need to have those qualifications. Make sure you have that A level at least before you can make an application. For those of you who have master level or degree level, you're good to go. You don't need even to do an extra language test to prove your English, because the UK government is going to accept your degree or your master's degree as long as it was taught in English. It's going to be acceptable. All you need to do is verify it. There's a site that you need to verify that it is acceptable, and that's all you need to do. You don't need to take any extra test for that. Okay, I'm looking out for your questions. I can see we've got 113 people watching me right now. If you have any question, please ask your question, because a few questions have come in into the comment sections, and sometimes I'm finding it really difficult to answer those questions because it just takes a lot of time typing up and answering each individual question. So this is your opportunity for you to ask any questions that you have, and I am happily going to answer because I am here to answer your questions. All right. The other one is one of the most common questions that has also come through is, I am a carer. Will I be eligible? And the simple question is, carer fall within the health and care workers visa? And actually that is a visa that is even cheaper than the skilled worker visa. the healthcare worker is bringing people like who are like senior support workers. All those are carers. You don't even have to be a senior carer. You can still be a carer and you have skills. You can use your experience towards the points, towards getting the points. And so my answer is going to be yes. As long as you have the skills, as long as you have the experience, you can try and secure a job offer from one of the employers that have been listed by the Home Office. Again, there is a list the Home Office has provided, and those employers can offer you a job if you make your CV stand out, and if you have experience, you can qualify. So start preparing your CV, make your CV better. I have a good news for people who are watching me from Kenya. I don't know about other countries. I'm talking about Kenya because I know this is something that has happened. The UK Prime Minister and the Kenyan President has sealed a deal that is going to allow 30,000 jobless healthcare workers that are in Kenya to come and work in the UK. So if you are within that category and you want to come to the UK, there is an opportunity that is there, and you can come and you can work in the UK. So it's your opportunity to take on that and start filling in the applications and take on the opportunities. Okay, someone is asking, this is a live question, can I take carer exams from Kenya? You can take a carer's exam from Kenya, and because if you don't have a certificate, you will need to prove that you have done something in your line of profession. And you can take it from Kenya or from whichever country you're from. You can take a certificate, because what you need is a certificate. You need to get a certificate to prove your eligibility, to prove that you have actually completed that course. And then, yeah, you can look for the employers. You can look for a job offer. The main thing is to look for a job offer from the employers in the employment list that the UK has provided. Okay, another question is, I'm a driver in Spain. Is it possible for me to come to the UK now? So in Spain, you are within the EU, and although the UK has exited Brexit, you can apply just like any other person that is outside the UK. You can apply for those opportunities. Now, because you are in Spain, you can apply for what is called a settlement visa in the UK. So you stand a better advantage if you are in Spain. You can apply for a settlement visa, and that will allow you to come and work in the UK. So you're not like someone who's coming from outside the EU. Okay. Baraka, what about au pairs in the UK? Good question. That is something else that a lot of people have been asking. Au pairs. Now, I'm going to tell you, au pairs does not fall within the skilled worker visa or the healthcare worker visa. However, there is a route for au pairs. There is a website. I was looking at it because that's something that a lot of people have asked. There is a website that is called Au Pair World. You need to register in it. And once you register in it, you can get a host. So with au pairs, you're not applying with a skilled visa, or you're not applying for a skilled visa because it's not considered a skilled employment or a skilled job. What you'll be looking for is a host employer. And what happens is people that get host employers, you come, you live with that family that is going to host you. You look after their children. You provide a service for them by looking after their children. And in return, they give you what is called pocket money. They can actually also help you to learn English, learn the UK culture. So it is like an exchange kind of thing, if I am making sense. So it is possible. If you go and find, again in Google, go and find Au Pair World. Au Pair World, let me just highlight that question. Au Pair World, register yourself, register your interest. Obviously, if you're coming from outside the EU, because again, this is something that has changed since the exit of Brexit. the au pair jobs in the UK obviously had an impact as well. At the moment, I know people who are within the EU can still come and do au pair jobs. If you're applying from outside EU area, you may require a visa, and your host family, if you get a host family, they may have to apply for a visa for you to come to the UK. They will need to provide you with a room of your own, and they'll also need to provide you with opportunities to learn the UK culture whilst you're here in the UK and you're supporting them. You will be paid a threshold. Well, it's actually not a pay. They don't consider it as a pay because it is on the lower threshold. They call it pocket money, and that is why it's not counted as a skilled job, but it is possible. Au pairs was taught by the UK government from the Commonwealth countries. Okay, somebody says au pair was taught by the UK government from the Commonwealth countries. So that is a change that could have happened when the UK exited Brexit. And I'm just looking at here, the new rules for those who are coming from outside the UK is that your host will need to apply for a visa for you. That is the new government guidelines. But if you're from the EU, you can come and do au pair jobs. Okay, au pair is like, someone is asking, what is au pair? Au pair is like nanny jobs, those people that are asking for nanny jobs. Okay, and again, au pair can try in other countries. I was speaking with someone who is in Germany, and German, they are accepting those au pair jobs. So if you want to do au pair jobs, what I would advise you is go to Germany, because that route is still open, or any other EU country that is open for those au pair jobs. Get there and start looking for other opportunities. You know, the most important thing is to enter. Once you enter, then there's going to be other opportunities that are going to present themselves. You get to study. Someone was telling me that you can even go to college whilst you're there. Then you get the skills that the UK is looking for. Then from there, you can cross over. You can apply to cross over from whichever EU country and enter the UK from there. So, you know, there's many other ways around it, if that's where you want to start from. All right, so hopefully I have answered the question. Another question here is, I am in Dubai and I am doing brick, mason, and steel fixer. Can I get a job in the UK? Now, I'm not sure whether that falls within the skilled visa, mason and steel fixer. I'm not aware of it falling within the skill visa, because the skill visa is very specific. So we may want to do more research and find if that is something that you can do. So unfortunately, I'm sorry, I'm not able to help you with that question. Okay, procurement, someone else is asking. Right, yeah, there's another, this is a comment, actually, not a question. Baraka, au pair from Kenya can only try in other UK countries. Thank you, Elizabeth Washira. For those of you who are asking about au pair jobs, there is your answer. If you're coming from Kenya, you can try in another EU country and you could come. All right, let's keep moving on. This is a question by Stephen Zachary. Is procurement and supply chain management in demand? Now, what I'm going to say is procurement and supply chain. What is that like? Can you explain to me what that is? Is that like a sales job, or what is that? Again, go back. There's a list in my previous videos that I have done. There's a list of all the jobs, occupations that are in the shortage occupation list, or the jobs that the UK is allowing people to make application for. If your job is not in the list, make your skills workable. Make your skills workable, because you can look at what other occupations are there and start training from your countries of origin. Start doing those skills. And then, you know, make yourself better, make yourself employable, have a nice CV that's going to stand out, and hopefully you're going to get a job. There's many other jobs. You know, one thing I keep saying is you may have that job, but it's the transferable skills as well that you need to be looking up for. So if you have transferable skills, you can use those transferable skills into the other job list that the UK has provided. Okay. Hey, Baraka, what is the process for tourist visa in the UK? So the process for the tourist visa, as I know, is you will need, if you are coming to visit somebody who is here in the UK, you will need an invitation letter from that person that you're coming to visit in the UK. Let me just highlight that question there. Once you get an invitation letter, the person that you're coming to visit may need to provide their details, their bank or their income to the Home Office to evidence that they're going to support you and that they're going to host you for the duration of your time in the UK. If you are not coming to visit somebody, maybe you're coming and to stay in a hotel, you will need to provide evidence of the hotel that you're going to stay when you're here in the UK. You will need to provide evidence of where it is you want to come and visit in the UK. For example, maybe you're going to London. Maybe you want to go and see Buckingham Palace. That's a common thing that people say. They want to go and visit the Queen's Palace, see how it is or where it is. So you can say, I am going to visit Buckingham Palace and I'm going to stay in this hotel when I am in the UK. As long as you provide that evidence and then provide the evidence that you will be coming back, so you have ties from your country of origin and you will be going back, you should have no problem. All you need to do is make a payment for that visa, go to your embassy if it is in Kenya or whichever country, go to your embassy and apply and wait for the best. So that is the simplest and the quickest way to come to the UK. However, I keep saying if you come to the UK on a tourist visa or a visit visa, you will not be entitled to work. But yeah, that is possible to do that. Right. The other question is, I'm a driver. I'm a truck driver in Kenya. What do I need to qualify to come to the UK? Driving jobs, I've been told that truck driving is also in the shortage occupation list. So drivers, people like Amazon are looking for drivers all the time. Which others are looking for drivers? So there's quite a lot of companies that are looking for drivers. So look for those opportunities and apply through them. You need to have a good level of English. You need to certify that you can speak English. You need to have at least a college diploma level of education, and then start looking for those jobs. Yeah, but truck driving, I have been told people are getting job to come and do truck driving. Right, so the other question is, hello Baraka, the only experience I had is only during my caregiver studies. I am from Nigeria, but here in South Africa. It is hard to get a job here without experience. Can I get a job in the UK? Okay, again, like I said, as a caregiver, you fall within the health and care sector. So if you have the experience, you've been working in South Africa and you have the skills, because skills is what they're looking for. You have the certificate, you can speak good English. Yeah, go back to my videos that I have done on how you can search for those jobs. Look if you can get a sponsor. Once you get a sponsor, then you're good to go. So I will say it is possible if you look for those opportunities. Okay, someone is saying, I'm in UK, but I'm asking this question for someone who is in Kenya. If you know any college in Nairobi for healthcare assistant, I am not aware of, or I don't know any college in Nairobi for healthcare assistant. If you're watching this video and maybe you know any college in Nairobi that people can go and do healthcare work, please write in the comment section, because I don't know any colleges in Kenya, unfortunately, or in Nairobi. What is the process of accommodation in the UK? I am in Spain. Right, the process of accommodation in the UK. If you're coming to work, you obviously will have the eligibility to come live and work in the UK. So what you need to do is the easiest way is to look for private rented accommodation. That's the quickest and the easiest way. And there are thousands and thousands of sites that you can look for private rented accommodation. So people post for their accommodations in Gumtree. There is other sites like what is it called, prime locations. What other one? So there's quite a number. Marketplace is also another one that you can look for private rented accommodation, or you can share. Some people do share with friends. If you know anybody who is in the UK and they are in a shared accommodation, you can come and share the accommodation whilst you're planning yourself. But that's the quickest way of getting an accommodation if you're coming to the UK and you don't know anybody. Again, I keep saying it is good to at least have somebody that you know that can guide you around, someone that can help you to look at some of these things, because these are key issues. It's quite important that you have a place that you're going to live when you come to the UK. One of the things that I can tell you for a fact is when you get this work visa, if you eventually qualify, it comes with what is called a no recourse to public funds. Now, no recourse to public funds means things like housing. You know, there in the UK, there's a housing system that you can apply for accommodation in the UK. But if you're coming on a work visa, you will not be able to get that social housing. And so it's going to be down to you to look for your own private accommodation or look for a friend that can host you for at least maybe 1 month. Some employers are also good enough. You know, again, it's important to look at the contract. You might get a contract that says they're going to host you for 1 month whilst you plan yourself. You can ask them if you do get a job offer. You can ask your employer if they are going to provide you an accommodation. So at least for 1 month so that you can plan yourself. And 1 month is enough to know your way around and look for those accommodations for yourself. All right, let's move on. Another question here is, how is the list of jobs in demand in the UK called? So Zachary, there's a video that I have done. If you go back to my videos, let's see which one it is. If you go back to, I'm doing this record on a phone, so unfortunately I'm not able to share the screen to show you, but I have done quite a lot of content. And in those content, if you look at the description link, I have left a list of occupations, a list of the jobs that are in demand in the UK. It's a very long list. It's not a few jobs there. It's quite a long list. So go into that list, look into it, look properly into those videos. One of the videos you can look at is the one that says, want to relocate to the UK, top hot job. There is a description in that video there, and it gives you the list. It gives you the approved employers. It gives you the list of jobs, occupation in the UK, and also it gives you the guidance. So please go back to those videos. All your answers are in those previous videos that I have done. All right, let's move on. Another question that a lot of people have asked is if there is an age limit. And in this new guidelines, this new scheme that has started, there is no age limit. The government has not given an age limit. So if all you need to do is get the 70 points. Once you meet the 70 points and you have a job offer, it doesn't matter your age. There are people who are even newly qualified. They're accepting even people who are newly qualified. You don't have to have like a lot of experience. I know somebody who said that they were able to come, they were newly qualified, they didn't have a lot of experience but this was in the healthcare, and healthcare obviously is in the shortage occupation list, and they were able to secure a job here in the UK. So that age limit has not been provided in the guidelines, and I would say it's obviously not retirement age, but if you're good on your age, you're not at a retirement age, and you are an adult, 18 and above, the retirement age in the UK is 64, I believe, for women, and 66, if I'm not wrong, for men. If you're not beyond that, then you could get a job. All right. The skilled worker, the au pairs, yeah, the au pairs, I have answered that one. Okay, so someone is asking, Rook Hayat, I have a diploma in biology and physically handicapped and a certificate in home caregiver, but no working experience. Do I have a chance to get a job in the UK? So first of all, Rukayat, what I'm going to tell you is the UK is an equal opportunity employer. It doesn't matter whether you're able or disabled, they have opportunities for everybody. So having a physical disability is not going to disqualify you. You will get. You say that you have a certificate in home caregiver. You've got that certificate, so you fall in within the criteria of what they're looking for. You don't have experience. That may be a downside. I don't know if there's many employers that are going to accept to give you a job offer when you don't have experience. However, you can try. You can try. I keep saying, start joining or making your profile. And I've done another video and I've said, register your interest in LinkedIn. LinkedIn is always a very good starting point. And start interacting with the employers. Let them get to know you. Let them get to know what you can do. Because in your profile, you're going to sell yourself. And you may be surprised, an employer could pick you and they may like you and they may accept to give you a visa sponsorship. Nothing is impossible, so don't give up. Keep trying for anything that is going to work for you. Okay, another question that was asked previously was, what is the minimum wage in the UK? So it is important that we understand the minimum wage in the UK for the skilled visa is different from the minimum wage for people that are currently in the UK. And I'm going to explain that. So the skilled visa route that the UK has introduced, the minimum threshold is 25,400. That is the minimum salary threshold. If you work that into hours, it works out to around £11 per hour, around there, which is a comfortable salary. I would say comfortable salary because you'll be able to survive on that kind of salary comfortably. Okay. Now, if you are within the UK and you have your right to live and to stay, the minimum threshold for 18 to 20-year-old is £6.45 per hour. So you see that is way lower than the skilled worker visa that has been introduced. But the government has worked out to say that if you're between the age of 18 to 20, you can comfortably survive on a salary of £6.45. It is illegal to accept any job offer below that, and I would tell you, don't accept. If you are being offered a job that is well below £6.45, don't accept because it is illegal. That is not acceptable. If you are 21 to 24 years, you could get an offer of £8.20 per hour, and that is what the government says is a comfortable salary for you to survive on. If you're coming again on a skilled visa, you can see that you're getting much more. And the 25,000, that is the lowest. You can get higher than that. It is very much possible to get a salary that is well above the 25,600 per year, but don't accept a salary that is below 20,480. You will not even get it anyway. That is what the government is saying. If you're coming on a skilled worker visa, even if your job is in the shortage occupation list, you will only get a job that is up to 20,480, not below that, because they want you to come and be able to survive and not be dependent on benefits. That's the reason why they have worked out that way. They know that you'll be able to comfortably survive on that kind of salary. Okay, so we're moving on. I can't see any other questions, so I'm going to again answer other questions that I had written. Pharmacist, somebody did ask me previously if pharmacists is in the shortage occupation list. Pharmacist is in the health and care worker sector. So if you're a pharmacist, you stand a very good chance of getting a job in the UK. Not only will you get a skilled worker visa, you can also get the health and social care, the health and care worker visa. And with the health and care worker visa, you don't pay the NHS surcharge, it is free. And also the visa is cheaper. So if you're there and you're a pharmacist, you're looking to come to the UK, all you need to do is get a job offer. You will not need, because a pharmacist is a professional career, so you'll obviously have studied. You'll have studied, excuse me, people. You will have studied and obtained a degree or even a diploma. You can use that towards your qualification and you'll be able to come to the UK. All right, the other question is, how can we contact you? My people, as much as I love you, I cannot be able to give you my personal number on a public platform, and I will not also be able to share my personal email address. I have, however, given my other social media platforms, so you can find me on Facebook, DM me. You can find me on Instagram. You can also DM me there. A few people have written to me and I have responded. So if you have any question and you don't want to post it on a public platform like this one and you want to speak to me privately, please DM me, send me a direct message on either Facebook or Instagram, and I'm going to answer your question. But if you ask me for my number or for my email address, unfortunately, I am not able to share that on a public platform just because of my own protection. Okay. So that's where you can find me. Again, I am Sharon Wabaraka on Facebook, Sharon Wabaraka on IG, Sharon Wabaraka on Twitter. You can find me there. I have left all that information in the description link of all the videos that I have done. And I'm also going to leave it in the description link of this video. If you want to ask any question privately, I am happy to answer your question if you send me a direct message. Again, people, I just want to say thank you so very much. You people, you are full of love. You are full of love. You have shown me an overwhelming support. And, you know, all this has been able to happen because of your support. Share my videos if you like the content. Share with your friends, share with your family members. Let this information reach as many people as possible. And I hope I have answered all your questions in today's broadcast. If you do have a question, like I said, and I have not answered it today, please send me a direct message and I will answer your question if I can answer it. If I cannot answer it, then I will tell you that I am not able to answer it. Okay, this is your last opportunity for asking any questions. If you're there and you have any question, this is your opportunity to ask your question. There is someone who asked before, excuse me, how do I get the 70 points? Allow me to drink water, please. When I talk too much, my throat goes dry. Yes, it goes dry. How do I achieve 70 points? You achieve the 70 points. Again, go back to a video that I did on how you can achieve the 70 points. Look out for the video that says coming to the UK post-Brexit. It explains step by step on how you can get those 70 points. It's not hard. It's very easy. 50 of those points are mandatory. They are mandatory anyway. So, and they are mandatory because you will have to have a job offer within a minimum threshold of the salary. You will need to be able to speak and write and listen in English. And you will need to have, a certificate, either in A level and above. So A level is the lowest that you can have and above. Once you meet the 50, which are mandatory, then you need to look at 20. And I have given a step-by-step guidance on how you can get the other 20 that are remaining. Once you reach the 70, then start your job search, because you cannot start a job search if you haven't got the 70 points. That's another thing. There's no point starting for a job search when you don't even have the 70 points yet. If you're in the healthcare profession, please don't utilize the skilled worker visa, is my advice to you. Use the health and care worker route instead, because you stand a better advantage. And also that is a visa that is going to be fast track. There's a shortage. There's a shortage of healthcare workers here in the UK. And so if you take advantage of the health and care worker visa, you stand a better chance of getting your visa processed more quicker, and it is cheaper for you as well. And also you'll be eligible to bring your family members. You can initially come alone if it is too costly for you, or you can come all together if you can afford. A lot of people make decisions to come, and then they apply for their family members, their spouse and their children to join them at a later time. All that is possible. Okay, so someone is saying thank you for giving out all the information. You are very welcome. Facebook page name me Sharon Wabaraka. I am on Facebook, Sharon Wabaraka. You can find me there and send me a direct message. I will answer your message. You are very welcome. All this information, I'm giving it to you for free. I am not charging a single penny, and I keep saying the best you can do is support me by subscribing to my channel, because that is my way of you saying thank you to me for sharing the information. Someone is asking, share what? Share house. May I know what is cost per week? I think you're talking about the accommodation. So again, that varies. The accommodation varies depending on where you live. If you live in London, the houses are a bit expensive. One bedroom house in London could be going up to £500 per month. 2-bedroom house, you could be looking up to 1,000 or even more. If you go outside London, it might be cheaper. I'm going to give an example in Manchester, because this is where I live. You can find a 2-bedroom house that costs up to 600 or 800 pounds. 3-bedroom house, you can find a 3-bedroom house that costs about £1,000 there, depending again on the area. It can be cheaper. It all really depends on the area that you're living. So where you're going to look for a job is where you're going to stay, because it is only easier for you to live in the same area where you are living. Of course, there are people who make decisions to work in London and maybe live outside London, not too far away, a place that is commutable, maybe by train or buses. So if you live maybe in the mid part of England, it is possible to commute to London on a train, and therefore you'll be living in an area that is not very expensive, but also you're working in London, and London salary is a bit higher as well. So that is the cost of house per month. There are things, other things to pay, to consider, things like there's gas and electricity you will need to pay. There is things like council tax. Every house that you live, you need to pay the council tax of the borough or the area that you live. That is, again, another cost that you need to consider. The job salary that has been worked out by the government, they know that you'll be able to survive on that budget and also have some savings. And I believe they have worked out that way so that you don't come here and then find yourself in problems of not even having some money to save. You will be able to have some money to save, even with the 23,000, which is the lowest, or the 20,000, you'll still be able to save some money, and you can use that money towards something else. People who come on a work visa, you are able to, you'll be eligible to work. You are not to work, you'll be eligible to buy a house if you want to buy a house. Again, that's dependent on your credit. So I'm telling you, and I'm encouraging you to build your credit as soon as you land here. Start building your credit, because that is what will matter when it comes to purchasing a property here in the UK. And of course, it is very possible to purchase a property in the UK if you get a job offer. All right. Someone saying thank you very much for Baraka. Thank you so much, Baraka. More blessings to you as well. And thank you for joining me in this live afternoon broadcast. Again, share all this information. It's not for me. I keep saying I am a firm believer of sharing the good thing that I have been given or that I know, because it is more blessed to give than to receive. If you have something good, share it and be a blessing to somebody else. So share this broadcast and also be a blessing. Right, so we are going to be ending this broadcast, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. And I am going to be ending this broadcast. Thank you for all of you that has joined me. And until the next time, guys, until we do another live broadcast, what I'm going to say is Baraka.